Hello everyone, we are doing a shag today. I hope you guys are ready for this. I can't wait to show you this shag. We're gonna have a little bit of disconnection in the back, but I hope you guys enjoy the shag today. It is all about sectioning right now, central vertical section down the center. We'll take the high point of the head right to the behind the ear, and we're gonna separate the front, right side and front left side. Now central vertical section in the back. And we are going to separate nice big nape area, and then right above the nape area we've got the occipital. You can see our sectioning nice and clean. All right, now we are going to create a small little triangular. This triangle will set the tone and our guide for the whole haircut. We're going to take our triangle, comb it straight out from the head, and cut a square cutting line. Yep, comb hair straight out from the head and cut a square cutting line. This is the shortest point of the whole haircut, so you want to make sure you have the length exactly where you want it. Make sure, double check that length before you cut it. Now we're going to be working with diagonal sections, side to side, in the same exact manner we started. We are combing it straight out from the head, making sure we're elevating it, and cutting, point cutting into our square cutting line. That elevation is very important, so you can see it starts creating a little bit more length around the corner of the eye immediately. Again, same thing on the opposite side. Square cutting line, make sure your elevation is there, and point cut to your guide. And just continue working side by side. We are continuing using diagonal sections, and we're still combing everything straight from the head. You can see as we get the sides involved, we are slightly over directing it a little bit, but still point cutting. This will start face framing very nicely. Same thing on the opposite side, elevating, point cutting to our guide. And last section, doing the exact same thing, a little bit of over direction to create a little more length. And there you go. Same exact thing, a little bit of hair to cut. As we work to the side, we're slightly over directing, point cutting, and continue working until there's no more hair to cut. There you go. Making sure we use our Varus water bottle. Again, diagonal sections, combing straight up from the head, elevation, cutting to a square pointing cutting line, and then over directing those sides a little bit. And here you go. That's all set now. Just double checking everything. Looking good. Now we can move on to the back and the length. Okay, now I see that it's a little long, so that I'm just going to start on the left side and twist some sections and just create some of the length that I want to create here. I'm creating a guide here. And I'm just taking sections vertically, twisting, and cutting to the length desired. I just wanted to remove a little bit of this length here and keep it light, nice and light and airy. All right, now I could start with the nape area. Central vertical section. This will be a triangular cutting line. We want to leave the length, and we want it cut into that triangular cutting line. There's our guide, stationary. We are now over directing to our stationary guide and cutting to that triangular cutting line. Vertical sections, over directing, cutting to the triangular cutting line, stationary guide. And there you go. Same thing on the opposite side. The only difference is our comb. You'll see the teeth of our comb will be facing the direction that we want to push the hair. So we're pushing everything towards the center where we have our stationary guide, and we're cutting that triangular cutting line. Taking the last section, bringing everything in. There's our guide. There you go. We got a nice light feel. This is going to be a little disconnected from the next area. Our next zone is right above the nape. And there's our guide right there. The guide is from that top section we already cut, right down the center. We're going to take a central vertical section. This is going to be a new guide for this area. There's the guide right there. We want to cut like a round or triangular cutting line. Perfect. There you go. And now we're going to be taking pivoting sections, over directing them to the previous, and cutting that round or triangular cutting line. Now this is a disconnected area to the nape area that we already cut. We are creating a new guide here, and the rest of this hair will be overlapping over the previous nape area that we cut. All right, now we're going to grab a little bit from the side. We're going to bring everything over directed to the middle and just merge everything together seamlessly. Same type thing on the opposite side. Taking pivoting sections, we are going to over direct to the previous section. And again, our teeth is combing, is facing the direction that we want to cut. Round triangular cutting line. We're going to continue working in this manner, over directing, cutting right to that guide. There you go. Now we're going to take a little bit of that side again that was cut already. We're going to comb it into everything, over directed towards the center, and cut that last little bit to merge everything together. There you go. Finished result, everybody. Here she is. Here's a nice shag happening for you. A lot of separation. What we did is we dried her, and then I used a wand and I just curled little pieces away from the face. I left the ends out so it looks a little bit more kind of a little messy. And here you go, guys. Here's our gorgeous shag. A ton of movement, ton of layers, some disconnection back there, but it all works together. Great for curly hair as well. Here's our shag. I hope you guys love it. Please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Thank you so much.